Heyo! If you hear a slight humming in the background, that is my Roomba. Pay it no mind. Here, actually, I'll shut it off while I'm streaming. Okay, the fuck was I doing? The fuck was I doing? Yes, Witcher content tracks. Okay. Okay. As I fucking... God damn it, I'm a moron.
Got that arse's whipped like a Novigrad whore.
You surprised? They tried to dance with
the
me.
Witcher. Also, heat wave today. It's all the way up to 23 degrees Fahrenheit, which is, let me consult Google here real quick. Sooner or later, I'll memorize the conversion from Fahrenheit to Celsius. That is -4 degrees Celsius. Man, fast travel in real life would solve so many problems. I'm waiting for transporter technology. This guy sounds like a Minecraft villager.
Hear about the job. Seems you got a problem. Some graves get dug up.
The sad thing is, after a couple of weeks of like
Every now and then,
-20 Fahrenheit temperatures, which is negative fuck you in Celsius, it feels nice out.
Started again not long past. Thought to myself, just don't step out after dark and lock your door tight. But then a young'un went missing.
From the graveyard?
Nay, from the village. Little snotter wouldn't have come here of his own. And I'd heard something like a whimper in the night.
Didn't bother to come out, see what was happening?
Think me daft. If you've monsters, you need a witcher.
I mean, the man's not wrong.
Let's talk about my reward.
You'll find out in this game that for like the peasants and stuff, you can usually up your bounty by like 25 to 30
Rate's fair,
coins.
Considering the job.
Not a whole lot more than that.
These things.
But if you're talking to like noblemen or whatever, you can up it considerably more than that without them, which is, you know, appropriate.
See if I can learn what's out there.
Because the noblemen have way more money to throw around than a village that did a whip around to, you know, be able to hire a witcher to take care of whatever the fuck they're having problems with. Ah yes, Skyrim logic. Just glitch your way up the side of the mountain is fine. Fucking ghouls.
Ghouls could have dug up the corpse. Definitely couldn't have snatched the kid from the village, though. Still, might be worth looking at those graves. Grave's been dug up. Recently. Smell of cadaverines old, though. Overripe. Wonder where the stench will lead me.
old corpse. That has to be a great smell. It's actually canon that Witchers have stomach, you know, they've got strong stomachs because they have to deal with this shit all the time. Yeah, I think it's a nice way to show kind of. It's a nice way to show kind of you know, what the fuck am I trying? Ooh, it's a nice way to show that you know, the ins and outs of, you know, monster hunting as a profession. You know, it's like any profession, it's got, you know, it's specific, its specifics and telltales and everything. And
Whatever filth lives here, sure creature can use tools for its lair. Means it's sapient.
yeah,
Or just plain clever.
honestly, the books, there's kind of a great blend of
Human
magic
skulls
as
in a
science and
circle.
magic as magic
Monsters
and stuff.
clearly using them, drawing strength from the place of power. Somebody's doing some cooking. It's a human femur. A child's. Gotta be a grave hag. Collected the skulls to draw the power through them. Confidence grew enough it started prowling the village. Need to take the skulls, force it to go back to the cemetery. Piss it off. I'll get it there. How to lay low in the cemetery. It's likely to crawl out after dark.
And like Geralt can just look at this and go, oh yeah, that's a grave hag. Fuck. Okay, well, I know exactly what I gotta do. It really kind of cements the Witchers in place as, like, you know, professionals who are trained specifically to deal with a very precise problem. Man, the lighting's pretty in this game. Even after several years, man, this game's a pretty game. Yeah, exactly. And all the plants have specific habitats that they like to, yes, little buns. Excuse me. Excuse me. Cat hair up the nose.
Thief. Skulls he stole. My skulls. Ought to dig up his own.
There she is. Right on cue.
Morntart. Yes, that's her name. You read that correctly. Yes, you read that right. Her name was Morntart. I love some of his trophies. It's literally, you just see a sack dripping blood on Roach. Oh, no, get off the horse. God damn it, Carol. Head up, Bip Bip. Mwah. Kitty is helping now.
Hear about the job.
And?
It's taken care of. It was a grave hag that dug up the graves and snatched the child.
Aye. So, how is the little tyke?
Child's dead.
Oh, 'tis as I thought.
What about my reward?
Oh, I've not forgotten, nay. Here you go. Thanks much for your
Yes,
help.
hello, Bip. Yes, you're very helpful.
Take care.
Don't chew on the controller, please. Thank you. Should do. Bet there's shit to loot in these houses. Heh, not this one. Also buried under ice and snow, but that's been an ongoing thing since, you know, about December, so that's nothing unusual. I feel bad for the people down in Texas right now, because, like, Texas has about zero infrastructure to deal with this, none of their plumbings. Oh, yeah, y'all have no infrastructure to deal with this. You've got, you know, zero, none of your stuff is built to cope with this. Like, Iowa, our plumbing and stuff in our electrical grid is built to withstand cold weather, but nothing in Texas is. Because y'all don't usually have to worry about it. Yeah, because, you know, Texas has to keep government out of their power grid and everything, but the problem with that, of course, is that, well, you know, the grid isn't built to have to heat the whole state through a sub-zero snap. Like, it just isn't.
Master Witcher, there's an elven burial ground in the caverns nearabouts mid-copse.
And, like, I saw some people blaming it on, like, the, please, can we have some of those federal funds? Please, please. But, the thing is, too, that I saw some, like, oh, what the fuck's that little shit's name? I don't know. Some right-wing people blaming it on them using windmills for power.
Greetings.
The thing with that is, like, Iowa uses more
Wouldn't mind
windmills
looking
for
at your
power
stock.
than literally any other state in the nation. And, like, we run them through even the coldest weather. Like, it's not a real problem. But they also install, you know, they install stuff on it to keep it from freezing in cold weather. So, we just consider that kind of standard. Yeah, you get like 1 to 5% of your powers from windmills, but like Iowa legit, I think we get like 30 or 40 or maybe even 50% of our power from windmills. I'd have to look to be sure. But we just install systems on them there that you use a little of the power generated to basically run a heater on the greased up parts, so it doesn't get frozen if it's in sub-zero weather like this, and it works a treat. But obviously Texas, I mean, they don't normally have to worry about this kind of stuff, and they didn't install that on any of their shit, and now their windmills did freeze up. But the problem with that, of course, is that it was only like 5% of the, you know, the power in Texas gotten from windmills, so I remember being down in Texas, like, years ago, and it absolutely floored me, because, like, some places in
Farewell.
South Texas, they don't even have, like, their plumbing lines buried. Like, that shit's above ground. Which, in my little Midwest, made my little Midwestern brain go, huh? Wouldn't that freeze? Well, it doesn't freeze there. Oh, okay, I guess that makes sense. Except it does freeze down there sometimes. So, like, what's the shit? I should go hit these points over here. Actually. Yeah. Yeah, Texas loves their oil tycoons love privatizing the grid right up until shit hits the fan, and they're like, please, pretty please, can we have some federal monies, please? I feel for people down in Texas, because, yeah, nobody, it's... Oh yeah, I didn't think about that, but yeah, you got a point there. Yeah, I thought it was just kind of common sense to bury that shit, you know, even... But yeah, I feel so bad for people down there right now, because they are not used to this sort of shit, and they have no infrastructure built to deal with it. It sucks. I mean, there's not much I can do for them, unfortunately. Oh yeah, the poor people, as always, are the ones who are going to suffer from it the most. Yeah, it is more it's more expensive, but... Which, I mean, you're always... In so many cases, you have to make a trade-off between
Necker's
expense
here.
and
Dig their
durability
way
of
out.
stuff like that, but... Like, I always considered it just like, you know, I would think it would be better to spend a little bit of extra money and plan for a possible eventuality than just figure it won't happen, but I'm not in charge. Yeah, because the cattle aren't used to it either. Like, we have lots of cows in Iowa, but they grow very thick, heavy winter coats every year, and they're, by and large, just fine. But the Texas cattle, I doubt, have the thick coats that the Iowa cattle who are used to it would have.
Necker's surface here. Dig their way out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the poor cows aren't used to it any more than the humans are. And you don't have, like, in Iowa, I mean, for really cold weather, they have heated barns and stuff, and blankets to cover them up and stuff. But that doesn't exist, probably, in a lot of parts of Texas, because you don't normally need it. So, yeah, it's just a shit show all the way around, unfortunately. I mean, yeah, it is very pretty out. Calving. Yeah, it's called calving with a V. Which, I mean, for this time of the year down in Texas is pretty common. The cows up here won't start doing that for a couple of months yet. Till further into spring. But especially newborn calves are very, very susceptible to cold weather like this. So, and if you lose a lot of the, you know, the new calves, that's a really hard blow when that's your business and livelihood. But yeah, I feel really bad for the people down south who are dealing with this right now. I mean, nothing around them is built for this sort of thing. And like people, I don't think a lot of the people down in Texas have a lot of, you know, nice warm winter clothes on standby for exactly this eventuality. Which, I mean, everybody up north has that. I mean, fuck, I've got extra cold gear in my car for just, you know, just in case. And a lot of people around here. Yeah, layers are good. Long underwear, if you can get your hands on it, is a godsend. Well, a lot of people, like, they move down south for the climate to get away from winters, and they're like, I can still make, like, I've heard people around here say, oh, I'm moving to insert southern state here, so I'm going to be able to get rid of all my winter clothes and stuff. Ah, shit. Let me pause the game for a sec. I think Gabriel's at the door looking for the laundry he forgot yesterday. Yeah, I mean, if all you own is a sweater, like, it's better than nothing, but it doesn't go that, but a sweater doesn't go all that far when, you know, the temperature's -6 outside. Well, we're talking about in Texas, so. But yeah, it's, like, I saw a picture of some poor family who they filled their bathtub up with water so they'd have water if their plumbing froze, which is a very smart thing to do. But inside their house was so cold that the water froze solid. Yeah, no shit. Well, yesterday they forgot the laundry that they came here to do, so yeah. But, like... Huh? Oh, thanks. But, yeah, that's, like, even inside, like, it was frozen solid. Like, just a block of ice in their bathtub. It has to be real cold inside to do that, so I feel bad for them. Not a whole lot I can do, but I feel bad for everybody down there. Yeah, pets too. I mean, personally, I would say make a blanket fort and just huddle in that with all your pets. Like, literally. That's about the only advice I could give anybody. Wear lots of layers. Bad dog. I bet they have. I didn't think about that, but yeah, reptiles in particular.
Don't let him catch his breath! We'll flail your skin.
Climb the ladder, Geralt. God damn it. Oh, god damn it, really? He just likes the nice breeze, okay? But fucking god, really? Yeah, I don't know how the wildlife's gonna cope with it down there. Because again, they're not used to it. Very nice. There's still one live dude over here. Oh yeah, cedar waxwings, we have them up here too. A lot of the birds... I mean, a lot of birds, as long as they can get food, they'll be alright. Because, they can they've got nice fluffy feathers for insulation, and they can as long as they can keep their metabolism revved up and keep eating, they'll be alright. So, I mean, I guess put some food out for them and stuff would be about the best thing you could do for them, honestly. Is there anything I didn't loot here? No? Okay. Yeah, well, England does have the advantage of you've got a relatively mild climate year-round because you've got that Gulf Stream keeping your temperatures moderated, more or less. Unfortunately, a lot of the continental United States doesn't have a nice warm tropical current providing weather modulation, so... You know, I hung some suet out and then woodpeckers had found it by the next day here. Like, literally the next day. Oh, no. My mom and I were talking just today that one of the biggest mistakes that was made was calling it global warming instead of climate change right off the bat. Even though it is accurate, because then people just go, you know, every time they see cold weather, they're like, well, that global warming thing is bullshit. And obviously that isn't how it fucking works, but I think that's still stuck in people's heads as, you know, if it gets cold, global warming must not be a thing, unfortunately. I should run down here because I think there's jobs down there. Yeah, but every year is it supposed to be a La Nina year?
That's it, Roach.
If La Nina or El Nino is happening every year, there's probably a problem. But I've run into some people saying that too. Oh, it's because it's La Nina or El Nino or whatever. Yeah, and people don't need any fucking room to be willfully ignorant. Oh, yeah, I've heard that from some people. I'm like, bitch, the older I get, the more fucking leftist I'm leaning. Like, I started with, like, you know, being a little neoliberal right off the bat, and now I'm like, socialism for all, fucking guillotine Jeff Bezos. Yeah, every year, more and more liberal. Yeah, I've gone from, well, you know, I think all the extremes on both sides are bad, to, like, I think we should literally guillotine Jeff Bezos. Like, literally guillotine him. In the streets. Man, eco-socialist juice is so fucking delicious, though. Like, that's good shit. Yeah, that's literally, you're exactly correct. When you get richer, you're like, but actually being conservative is good because I have money now, so fuck everybody else. And, yeah, nah, bruh. Not about that. Yet, you're exactly, precisely, 100% correct about that.
Hey-ya!
And honestly, a lot of the older generation desperately clinging to wealth is a big part of what's kind of fucked over the younger generations, honestly. Yeah, no shit. And people wonder why we're more left. The younger generation is leaning more and more left. What? Okay, well, holy fuck. Yeah, oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, thanks. Did you find a glow stick? Oh, fuck.
Who are you?
I forgot we even
Why
had
do
glow
you sniff around
sticks.
here?
Shit.
Looking for work.
Wait. 2 swords, eyes like slits. You are a witch.
I'm digging this
Is
guy's
that
glasses.
Geralt of Rivia.
so? I have not heard the name. But you will find work here. This I know.
I also have some shit to
Show me what you're
offload,
peddling.
and I want to take your money. That one's actually better than what I've got. I might hang on to that. Well, hello. This is much better than what I got right now. Holy shit. I'll be saving that. Don't mind if I do. Here, you can have the beer. I don't want the beer.
Found your notice.
Ah, yes. You Witchers are said
I
to be
know, he's
excellent
got a very
trackers.
pretty shirt on
If
there.
this is true, you may indeed be able to aid me. Some days ago, I sent a unit of scouts to the wood across the lake. None has returned.
They're
Find
all
my
super
men,
dead, I
bring them back to
guarantee you.
camp.
And I also
will
know
pay
this
you
because
well,
I've played this game
as
a
it
few
stands
times.
in the notice,
They're all
and not a
super
couple more,
fucking
mind
dead.
You must have order in the ledgers as well.
Local peasants don't exactly see you as liberators.
Say what you mean, Witcher.
Small unit, isolated area. Might have gone at your men with pitchforks.
A handful of yokels in ragged foot wrappings cut down a unit of Imperial scouts. What
Yeah,
else?
yeah, that's exactly
Perhaps a
what I'm
dragon
saying.
ate
I'm
them.
saying the locals know
A
this
superb
this area
yoke.
better.
Fine, I'll look into it.
Begin your search across the lake, where we saw them cross. And good luck, Witcher.
The locals know this area better than you, and yeah, that's how guerrilla tactics work, baby. But like most imperialist warmongers, the Nilfgaardians are convinced that they're superior in all ways. And also, if any of us think real hard about what might have influenced an older Polish gentleman to write about fucking blitzkrieging army rolling through all of your shit and inflicting suffering on the locals, I bet we can come up with something in fairly recent history that, you know, might possibly have influenced that.
I have come from far away. To seek my son. He served in the Nazaric cavalry. I must find him. I simply must.
I'm not one of your soldiers.
This is good. Our army refused to help.
So
But
yeah,
help
fuck
is what I
Nilfgaard
need.
hardcore.
So much so, I will ask a rock troll if required.
Interesting train of thought, ma'am. Don't need to dash your hopes, but not all soldiers come home from war.
I know what war is. My husband fell at Brenna.
Hello, baby.
I had his body
Yes,
brought
hello.
home to Nilfgaard, buried there. I will do the same for my son. If I must. I require someone's help to find
I do feel
Herodobert
bad for this lady, though.
or his body. Coin is no object.
What's your son
Huh?
look like?
Unlike others, easily distinguished. In all
Oh, yeah, he
Nilfgaard's
does that.
army, I do not think there was another with his mane. Color of fire.
A red-haired Nilfgaardian?
His father hailed from Magturga. Folk have
Listen,
light
she
complexions there.
moisturizes in the
My
chest
son
region,
inherited
apparently.
this trait, and others, from his father. May I count on your help?
Do my best to help you.
You will not regret it. There is nothing I would not do for Herodobert. Remember this.
I'll
I'm
ask
digging
around,
her
see if I
down,
can
though.
learn something.
Like, I like that detail.
My servant strove to do the same. He drank with the soldiery in the mess, but met no one from my son's company. It is as if it has ceased to exist. You must speak to the quartermaster. He is dismissive of me, but he will be more candid with you. I can feel it. A mother feels these things.
Guess we'll see.
Rochi! Time to go to work, Rochi.
Hey, you! Halt! Geralt of Rivia, correct? You were in White
Oh, yeah,
Orchard
this is where we
recently.
see some of the repercussions for me giving
Yeah,
the
Vijay.
swallow potion.
Charming village, if you don't mind rotting corpses.
It's that one girl in
There'd have been
White
one
Orchard.
more if not for you. Lena, She survived, thanks to your potion.
Nice to see a Nilfgaardian soldier so concerned about the fate of some simple Nordling. But kind of
Oh, that
surprising,
sounds
too.
fun.
That night, when the Griffin attacked her, she was on her way to meet me. In the woods, near the garrison.
This guy has some weird facial hair going on.
Love knows no bounds.
Not so. Her parents told her that if they saw her with a Nilfgaardian, they would shave her head, cut out her tongue, and banish her from their home. Listen, Lena, she has not fully recovered. I took her with me when I was transferred. Thought she might get better. But no, she says nothing, recognizes no one, sleeps most of the day.
I warned Tamira. Witcher potions have powerful, usually permanent side effects. Can't do anything to help now. Maybe a mage could.
I don't know whether to thank you or curse you for not letting her die with dignity.
Trust me, choice I had to make was harder.
Yeah, so like I said, in this game, a lot of times the choices you make will have consequences later on. And that's one of them. When I gave the potion to that girl in White Orchard, like, she lived, but it could be argued that it would have been kinder to let her die, quite frankly. I don't think I can take that, so we're gonna go right around it. Wait, so that same place caught fire last... They should maybe look into their fire safety procedures over there. If they keep catching fire, that's probably not supposed to happen. Like, as somebody who works at an industrial chemical plant, you know, generally speaking, it's not supposed to catch fire once a year.
Whoa there, Roach. Nilfgaardians camped here. Left in a hurry.
Well, fire not bad when you're using fire to keep warm, but fire very bad when you're an industrial chemical plant.
Boot prints, but also some bare feet. Strange.
Yeah.
Need to follow these deeper into the woods. Nilfgaardian prints again. Came this way escorting a group of barefoot peasants, or was it the other way around? Nilfgaardian prints again. Came this way escorting a group of barefoot peasants, or was it the other way around? What's
I like
that
too, if you
stench?
turn off, if you don't use your Witcher senses, you can still see, the footprints and stuff on the map. Witcher senses just kind of lights up what's already there so you can actually see it. Which I thought is kind of a nice little detail.
Draconid musk.
Ah.
Fresh smelling. Must have settled in around here recently. Draconid musk. Fresh smelling. Must have settled in around here recently.
Who was I? Okay. So there's some sort of draconid in the area, which I believe in this case is a wyvern. Oh! Arson! Always fun. Let's see, I think I've got draconid oil in here. Ah, yes, there it is. Shit, okay. I was gonna use that newer, better sword that I found. Right. Throw that on. Except now I'm out of draconid oil. I'll meditate for an hour. I know more than you, game. It's bleeding good. Burning good. Freeze. Yes, poisoning. Very good. Well, it doesn't say, I mean, the construction might be fine, but the fire planning is definitely lacking, and that if it's burned down 5 times in the last decade.
Body's strangely contorted. This one was poisoned. Could be a draconid's territory.
It's a wyvern, I'm telling you. It's almost like I've played this game before and know it's a wyvern. Something like that. Truly mysterious. Oh, look at that! A wyvern. I hadn't thought about that, but yeah. Because you're like right next to the water, you would think that that would be an easier one to put out, but I suppose you can't really get the fire equipment out on there. I forgot what I was going to do. I was going to do something.
Come on, Roach.
Never mind. How many of these fuckers are there? But sweet, sweet monster parts. I guess I'll take all of that.
That's it, Roach.
Yeah, I know fires, they can smolder for a long time in situations like that.
Whoa!
Hey.
Make way.
Greetings, Quartermaster.
Honor and glory, Geralt. How can I help?
Found your soldiers, meaning their bodies. Female wyvern killed them. They wandered into her hunting ground.
A wyvern? Bleu de peste.
Your men must have provoked her.
I see. Thank you, Witcher. Your reward, as in the notice. Verfeil. Still wondering about the plan. Careful. They could name you a spy.
I'll kill you if you do that.
Ran
I
into
swear
a
to
woman,
God.
Nilfgaardian, who's looking for her son.
I knew this one was stubborn. I did not know she would hire a Witcher.
Let's say a mother's tears moved me.
You helped me once. I suppose I must return the favor. But I do not know what happened to this whelp. He was a problem from the start. Preferred a quill and inkwell to a sword. He scratched away incessantly. Not long past, his unit was decimated by the foe. Ambushed in the swamp nearby.
Why'd you withhold this from his mother?
By Imperial order, we are not to inform civilians
Hello.
of defeats, lost men and units. Also, we never found his body. Perhaps he survived.
Well, I mean, most of the people in Texas are freezing to death right now. I feel bad for them. But aside from that, doing okay. Oh, yeah, and stuff around Biosquid is burning down. Aside from that, not too bad. Yeah, Texas is freezing, stuff near Biosquid's burning down. Aside from that, we're doing okay.
Whoa!
Oh, yeah. I don't want to eat the rich. I want to guillotine the rich. And then compost the rich.
Dog tracks. It's as if they were pursued.
Well, red hair.
Probably him. Need to find something else to know for sure. Letter to his mother. Least I can do is get it to her. But that's
Oh,
it.
he deserted. And they hanged him. That's probably why they weren't telling her. Oh, that's a fuck of a quote right there. We were gonna burn the rich for warmth, but didn't even have any stimulus checks to burn. Yeah, if you want to sum up 2021 and 2020 in a nutshell, there you fucking go. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to pry on disease, that's why I will compost the rich.
Were you able to learn anything?
I was.
I wish to know the truth. Be it sweet, be it painful. I wish to know.
Your son is dead.
How did it happen?
And now, I am about to lie like a motherfucker to
His
this
unit
lady.
was ambushed. They fought bravely, but
So he perished a hero, just as his father before him. I wish to lay his body in the family crypt, at home.
afraid that won't be possible. He was killed in the swamp.
I cannot even do this for him. He's to lay in a foreign land. Though, not for long. This will be Nilfgaard soon. My son did not die in vain. I thank you for all you have done. Your payment.
Farewell.
I know, it feels like it should be later than February. These last 2 months sure have been a year, is all I'm saying. I like her yellow clothes too. Yeah, fucking Nilfgaard is right. Fuck their whole shit. And what the fuck is going on with these tents? I mean, I appreciate the brightened patterns, but, like, eye bleeding. Wait, what the fuck way am I going? Ah, there, yeah, okay, there's a marker right there. Yeah, is that so much to ask? Can we just have one day where nothing happens, please? Please. Huh? Oh, well, yeah, that is good. Oh, actually... Oh, that's good. And the COVID rate in America is decreasing, even though there's still, you know, a lot of it. But the COVID rate in the United States is going down, so that's good. Yeah, I saw that too, and that's excellent. That's excellent news. Good work with the conservation and anti-poaching advocates in Africa. Good for them. What? Please tell me that's not fake. Please tell me Rush Limbaugh's dead. You... Fucking party time! I'm buying a cake! witch is dead, the witch is dead, the witch is dead. Ding dong, the asshole is dead. Fucking phenomenal. That's the best news I've heard yet this year. Oh, that's excellent. And a new gender-neutral bathroom will be opening. Oh, that's such good news. Fuck you, Rush Limbaugh, get fucked. That's excellent. Thank you so much. I would not have known. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Oh, that's excellent. It's so excellent. And really the fact that it's of lung cancer too, when he spent all that time fucking lying through his goddamn teeth about, you know, how cigarettes were totally safe and nobody was going to die from cigarettes is just chef's kiss. Oh, Rush Limbaugh is a fucking awful person. He's a big part of
Come on, Roach.
the reason that... Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. He's a big part of the reason that... Oh, I can't do that on horseback. He's a big part of the conservative news pundit team that got Fox News going and shit, so... he's personally responsible for a lot of this bullshit. So, yeah. But the good news is, now we can make a pilgrimage to shit on his grave. Amazing. That's excellent. Oh, I'm so happy. Get fucked, Rush Limbaugh. Get fucked.
Run, Roach.
God, he was worth $500 million fucking dollars. Unfortunately, I don't think that we can, that means it drops and we can loot the corpse, but fuck, I wish it were. Oh yes, you're very right. The dancing on the grave should happen before the gender-neutral bathroom opens. Otherwise, it just gets messy. Shit, fuck, shit, fuck, god damn it, shit. Sorry, Roach. I can't steer, apparently.
Kings do the fighting.
Oh, but I glitched down to a quest, so that works.
Not another step, or there'll be one corpse more.
I did not, but that is also
Listen,
excellent.
Behind you.
If you think I'm gonna fall for... Oh, you fucker! Arms! To arms! Monsters are coming! Your arse.
I'll be fine. These are weak little ghouls. And a bunch of them died anyway. Well. Nothing I can do but loot the corpses. Is there anything interesting in here? Ooh, mushrooms. There he is. Ooh! Feline gear, that's right. Cat school gear is my favorite anyway, so I would have had to come down here at some point. Oh, I did it in possibly the least graceful way I possibly could have. By, fucking falling down the goddamn cliff like a fucking dipshit. I did survive, barely. But I did, and that's the important thing. Yeah, we're gonna pretend like I did that on purpose to get down to that quest marker, and not the truth, which is that I totally just fell down that fucking cliff. We're gonna say I did it on purpose. You know, I have never played Kerbal Space Program, but it looks fun. It appeals to the same nerd part of me that went to Space Camp 3 years running. They did let me back after the first year. Can't say why, but... Hey, Richie. Good pony. Oh, that's neat. Ooh, mushrooms. I should go kill that. The problem with being an astronaut is that, you know, you have to know, like, math and stuff, I think. If you could be an astronaut based on random trivia facts, then, fuck, I'd be a shoo-in. Man, Space Camp was fun, though. That was a good time. I still have fond memories of that.
Necker's surface here. Dig their way out.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember. I knew the requirements at one point, but I don't know. I think you might have to have better eyes than I do to be an astronaut. You might have to have, like, bees. You might have to have much better eyes than I have. Oh, they're nice. I like them. Oh, that's... I wasn't sure how that worked, honestly, anymore. Well, no, astronauts have to be pretty physically healthy and stuff, actually. Yeah, well, most astronauts retire in their 40s, too. I know that you used to have, like, you needed to have, like, 20/20 vision or could wear contacts, but I don't know how. But of course, that's also the requirements for a United States astronaut, and for Europe, it might be different.
Move it!
But fuck, Elon Musk is letting people pay several $billion to fucking go to space at this point and chill on the International Space Station, so... Or several million, I guess 50... There's a bunch of, after COVID, I guess, like, 3 dudes... Oh, shotgun, going the wrong way. 3 dudes, like, multi-super millionaires are going up to the International Space Station for 8 days. And they each paid like $55 million.
Let's go!
for to do it. Yeah, I'd be like, hey, I don't know math or anything like that, but like, I can weave. Does that qualify? No? Okay. Okay, I didn't think it did, really, but it was worth a shot. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing. Zero cheese spindle. I'd be sitting there like, my time has come. This is what I've trained for. This is my moment. Yeah, in that case, I'd be like, and I'm your person. But if they're like, hey, we need somebody who can, like, do math and stuff, I'm like, fuck. Well, it's been real, y'all. I want to go to this one over here. Okay.
Faster.
Can't navigate in video games any better than I can navigate in real life, but
Hey,
I like the thunderstorms in this game. This game captures, you know, the feeling of being in a thunderstorm better than any other game I've ever played, honestly.
Come on now.
What's this gun one?
Passes in the load Randy won't find a tune
Oh, I've got
anywhere
one of
else.
those, actually. Excuse me, coming through, excuse me. Ooh, notice board. Is there a notice board? Oh, I think I've already used that notice board. Yeah, that would be the time I'm like, my time has come.
Halt! No passage. Bridge is closed.
Because?
Because King Radovid said it should be. Won't let anyone through who don't have a pass.
Perfect. Just so happens I have a pass.
What? Let me see. Doesn't seem forged. You never know. All right, move on.
That's right, fuckers. That was Shelt, not us. Except I shall. I shall. I think, yes, we actually shall head up towards Novigrad, actually. Oh, absolutely we're killing Radovid in this playthrough. Fucking ridiculous.
Watch your step.
Yeah, don't be ridiculous. Of course we're killing Radovid. Because fuck that guy. No, that was King Foltest of Temeria. Radovid is the one who's like rabidly anti-mage and anti-magic and everything, and is burning everybody down to and including village herbwives who don't know any magic and just want to fucking, you know, maybe help out with, you know, a lady in childbirth or whatever at the stake. So to be fair, Philippa Eilhart was kind of an awful bitch to him, but that doesn't really excuse you fucking just, you know, going off the deep end and burning everybody at the stake. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, come through. Ooh, look at the pretty half moon hanging up there. Purdy.
You'd flee to Temeria too?
And look! Painted houses in traditional Slavic style. Very good. Very good. Ah, yes. And new houses to steal everything out of.
Greetings, Witcher.
Hear about the White Lady.
As I hoped. I notice it's been hanging so long, Sun's near bleached it blank.
Managed to decipher it somehow, but I need more information.
Ask away. Afraid to go out in the fields anyway for fear of ending up like Mikko and his band.
So the White Lady haunts your fields?
True. Just past the hut near the old tower. Folks say she's made her home there.
Mikko and his band. Who are they?
4 lads, drunkards and good-for-nothings all. They drained a few pints and decided they'd all plough the White Lady. Maybe
that's always a smart way to go about getting yourself killed.
Seems the White Lady spurned their advances.
Yes, like Woman in White, you're exactly correct.
They still lie in the field. Folk are afeard to bury him. So, will you save us from her?
White Lady can wait. Let's talk about my pay first.
No, more like the stereotypical spirit of a lady in a white dress.
What's in that bit?
Yeah, I'll take care of it. Using more effective means than brave Mikko.
And look! Actual period appropriate beehives. Look at that! Actual log stump beehives. Haha! I love them. Yeah, more importantly, I'll take care of your fucking, you know, spirit problem. But more importantly, look! Traditional hollow log stump beehives! Look at them! Look at them! Yeah, I had absolutely no idea, like... Exactly, yes. You know, very important Witcher powers include not getting fucking attacked by bees when you're just snitching a little bit of honeycomb out of there. Well-known fact. Yeah, little tiny axing, like, dude, no, shh, 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 shh. No, don't sting. Don't sting. I just want a little bit of honeycomb. No, 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 no. Good girls. Good girls. You know what? I gotta watch Jupiter Rising again.
Whatever he saw just before he
fucking
died,
Jupiter Rising is
quite
like
a
every
scare.
daydream I had when I was 13 years old. And
Bodies
it's
dried to
over
a
the
crisp.
top and
Signs of
ridiculous, and I
burns.
fucking love it.
Moonwraith did this. Pale skin, but no blood loss. This is no vampire. Expected to see 4 bodies. Deep, uneven tracks. Someone fled blindly in a panic.
Yeah, I should watch Jupiter Rising again, just because it's such a specific brand of absolute, incredible, enjoyable weirdness. It's like every daydream I had when I was 13 years old rolled together into one movie. It's fantastic.
Want to explore the tower?
Oh yeah, obviously. Yeah, could you stop? Stop looting my hives.
Blood trail leads to the cellar.
Yes, exactly. It's got an edgy wolf boy. It's amazing. Jupiter Ascending is fucking amazing and underrated as a film. Oh, he missing a
Dragged
leg.
the body downstairs, but it wasn't their kill. Skin's unnaturally pale, cracked. All signs point to a Noonwraith. She's avoiding me. Gotta find something that belonged to her. She'll have to show then.
Ooh, look at that pretty sunset sky. That's pretty. Oh yeah, absolutely. Honestly, that's one of the reasons I love it. I love that kind of creepy, like folk tales, but you know, like the old folk tales. Like the old versions of Cinderella where the sisters danced until their feet fell off and all that sort of stuff. That kind of folk tale.
Richard.
Seems your white lady's a Noonwraith.
That means God's poor Lucy.
Lucy. She was gonna marry, right?
Yeah. Her parents swore her to a smith from the city. Well-to-do, sure, but older and more brittle than elven ruins. Lucy ran from the altar out into the fields, where she slashed her veins. Used the silver dagger she'd gotten for the betrothal. Wait, let me show you. Lucy's parents couldn't bear to sell it, bury it even. They left it in my care.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
wanna
you're right
send her
about that.
away, but I've got to bring her close, lure her first. I need an object that belonged to her. Dagger would be perfect.
Take it, but kill Lucy. Promise me. She shouldn't suffer no more.
Yeah, or like the old version of the Little Mermaid, where she pines to death and becomes sea foam. You know, the kind of proper old versions of folk tales that didn't have happy endings.
Oh yeah, Noonwraith's never. Come out after dusk. Let's dance.
Exactly. When they were warnings about serious shit. Shit, I should use some Spectre oil, man. Exactly. Just hang on a second. Gotta poison my weapon. You're completely correct about that, honestly. You're very, very right.
Look at this one. Ah, humans.
Well, honestly...
Greetings, Witcher.
Well, also, because, you had to figure
Problem solved. You can go back to your fields.
In the original version, too, it was still Cinderella.
Your
it was
coin.
Talking about,
And
being good and dutiful and all that stuff, and that if you do all of that stuff, that you'll be rewarded. And if you are bitter and hateful and not dutiful and all that, then, you'll end up not in a great situation. All of those stories, they're talking about some sort of thing that was valued in the society at the time, and reinforcing that point, and showing that there could be harsh consequences for not, following societal rules. Basically, yeah, pretty much, more or less. That's basically what it boils down to, quite honestly. And, I mean, they also served the point of, basically just... There were stories to tell each other when you were stuck inside or in shitty weather or whatever. And storytelling's obviously always been a big part of the human experience. And we make stories about what's important to us. Yeah, exactly. Don't go into the woods because you'll die. Is basically the moral behind that. If you're not careful. Yeah, pretty much. Exactly. Yeah, when you boil down all folk tales, that's basically what you end up at, is that sort of thing. And a lot of them were to, keep kids, scare children so that the children would mind their parents and not run off and get lost in the woods. Stuff like that. And you wanted them, in that case, you wanted them to be creepy, and you wanted them to scare people. That was the point of them. Yeah, basically, yeah.
Look!
Yeah, and then a lot of them are, like, this, explaining for the time the natural phenomena around you. And a time when we didn't really have a lot of explanations for a lot of natural phenomena. And people have always tried to figure out how stuff works. That's just part of being human. And we had a lot of stories that we wrote about trying to explain stuff like that happened around us. Okay, looted enough houses, I'll actually head into the city here. smuggler's cache. Excellent. Thank you for letting me loot all of your shit. Appreciate it. Have a lovely day.
Take the night shift with me.
I don't know. Oof. In their heart and splash for you as a code. Oh, Witcher.
And now we're in Novigrad. And honestly, the architecture in these cities is on point. And where we want to go is right here in the middle of the city square. But I am going to stop by this herbalist that I happen to know is over here first. See if I can get some stuff to upgrade a few of my potions and shit. But yeah, I love folklore and myths and stuff because when you boil them all down, you find out, you find through them what was really important to the culture who they were important
all sorts gathered near about. You'd be surprised what useful plants grow by the roadside.
Not that surprised, actually.
Monk's hood, for instance. Lovely blossom. Soothes aches and pains with just a handful, and you could poison a whole family.
I know. Herbs are great.
Plant.
Yeah. What else would you recommend?
Have a look, young man. You seem learned in these matters, so I'll show you my special stock from under the counter.
You just might have the herbs I need.
Most of it is. Also, I've got way too much of some shit that I don't need, and I can exchange that for sweet, sweet monies. Yeah, Geralt is... Honestly, it's mentioned a few times in the books that even Yennefer, who is a sorceress, and sorceresses are known as, you know, expert herbalists, because it's part of their training. Even the sorceresses and stuff admit that Geralt's more knowledgeable about them, and the other Witchers, for that matter, are more knowledgeable in certain areas than even the sorceresses are. Part of being a Witcher is legitimately being a expert. Yeah, just being a. I don't know what that bundle of burdock is for, but sure, I'll pick it up for the quest later. Dancing Star, I'll take that. Stream, I'll take that. Shot, I'll take that. Take that. Yeah, it's part of being a Witcher is being a literal expert herbalist. No, it's a very complex profession, and especially, like, you'll hear him refer to Geralt as Master Witcher, and it's just not it's not just them being polite. Witchers are considered part of a guild, and Geralt is, by all estimations, a master of his craft, so that's literally just like a professional... That's like that's a professional recognition of his skills and learning in the area. As the old guilds usually went, yeah, kind of. Well, the old guild systems, you started out as an apprentice, and then you became a journeyman, and then the top, if you were the top of the craft and everything, you would be called a master. And Geralt is, they call him Master Witcher, as it's a recognition that he's mastered the craft. He's very, very good at it. Oh, yes, very good. Probably not the best idea, honestly. The thing is, in the time where these games take place, Witchers are not that common any longer, so you probably can't be that picky about it, honestly. Actually, Witchers are notorious. One reason they're hated is because they're thought of as seducers of women, which isn't totally off base, because the mutations they undergo renders Witchers sterile and immune to disease. So, if you're a townswoman, you know, if you're a lady looking for maybe a little bit of fun, but don't necessarily want to end up, you know, with an accidental pregnancy or syphilis, a Witcher is honestly an excellent choice.
I've heard of you.
The truth is, we're already dependent on the Black Markets. Economically.
The bonny boats that prance by here, Kingsway.
Going to the execution. There to burn a beast turned human in form.
And honestly, the stories that Dandelion has put out about Geralt in particular, it's mentioned,
Got the courage to repeat that
have
slam
not
into my
helped
face?
that
Readily.
at all.
You are a mutant, a freak, a useless relic of a bygone age that should be burned like a withered branch.
I'll punch your fucking face, dude.
How many people's lives have you saved? From Bruxay, from Leshens?
That has no bearing.
Asked you a question. How many?
No, I'm just gonna make him look ridiculous. I'll murder
There's
him
something
later.
to think about, folks.
Preacher's fierce in the mouth. Put holler at him and his tail slicks between his legs. Come on, people. This one. But your fairness in your eyes.
My mummy says hello.
How are we
to fight a pestilence that changes form. None can be certain of its...
That is kind of exactly how it goes, honestly.
No evil can survive the holy fire. The holy fire enlightens, burns, and cleanses.
Oh, fuck these guys so hard.
Behold the flame of grace and mercy. Special fire for you, freak. Nice, slow burning. You'll beg for mercy in all the voices known to you, like the others of your species.
The good news is I can totally kill this guy later, and totally will.
Please! A doppler!
That guy so hard. That's always the part I look forward to in these games, is killing that motherfucker. That motherfucker in particular.
Sure hope Dudu hasn't met the same fate.
Well, well, look who's here. The White Wolf himself in my humble establishment. How can I be of service?
Got some coin I'd like to convert into crowns.
You've come to the right place. A better rate you'll not find anywhere in the city.
Thank you very much for the large amount of money. Well, yes, if they weigh the same as a duck, then they're made of wood, and that means they're a witch. Everybody knows that.
Top-notch swords?
Show me what you have in stock.
No, thank you. Okay. I got some chores I gotta do anyway. I might go for a walk. Those are actually better than when I got on, so I might pick those. Well, those are like what I've got on, except better, so. Wait, shit, did I just sell? God damn it, I think I did. Okay, I'll buy it back. Make it back.
So long.
Okay, time to shuffle around some more armor. Let's see what this looks like. Oops, shit. Ooh, I kind of digging that, honestly. Why would you dunk that in Sprite? Of all the things you could dunk that in, why Sprite? No thanks. Okay, well, still fair, but still, oh god. Drink some tea or milk with that. That's what you're supposed to. That's what you're supposed to drink with that stuff. You know I can take all the rest of your money. Yes, yes, very good. Well, at least you can definitely say the day hasn't been a boring one. Yeah, that would not be great. Now, just a couple leather scraps. And congrats, I've taken literally all of his money. Most excellent. This pleases me. Oh, wait, actually, I should repair the ship.
Show me what you have in stock.
Ah, there we go.
So long.
I don't have anything else really to sell. I'm kind of digging this armor right here that I got on. Some of the Skellige stuff. And Skellige, in general, has excellent taste. Skellige, for those of you who haven't played this game 150 times, is sort of like you take the Norse and the Scottish and stick them both in a blender until you get Norse Scots. So basically like the far north of Scotland during the 9th and 10th centuries. That's Skellige. And it's my favorite part of the game because I feel like I'm amongst family. Oh, don't worry. I totally am going to kill basically everybody in power in the city. Yeah, and then kill it all after Irish Islands. There you go, that's Skellige.
Novigrad is a state of mind. Understand?
Move on.
Ah.
Hey assholes, the fuck's up?
Hey, sod off. We're looting here.
You know, I appreciate their honesty. They are in fact.
You gone
Oh,
by
Triss
the
is
time
fine.
I count to 3. 1.
Hear that?
2.
Ooh, look he. Thinks he can scare us off.
3.
Calm now. We'll split it.
That's what I fucking
Plenty
thought.
for everyone.
I'm not a thief. Looking for the sorceress who lived here.
Most likely hiding in some rat trap with the rest of them.
Someone's got to know more.
I'd look for her in the Putrid Grove.
Putrid Grove. Where is it?
I wouldn't know. Rumour has it, it's a place for freaks and oddities.
You'd fit in well there.
I will beat you
Maybe.
both senseless.
Thing is, gotta know how to get there.
They say you gotta get there through the sewers, but you gotta enter them outside of town. Few know where exactly, though.
Ask a beggar. Or spot yourself a thief. Follow him. Beggars and thieves gotta pay tribute to the king of beggars. Word is, they do it in the grove.
Mean to say the local beggars have a king, crown, scepter, and all that?
I
Wouldn't
respect
scoff,
this.
mate. King of beggars, it's a moniker. Yeah, for a man who everyone in Novigrad respects deeply.
And by respect,
watch
they mean
yourself.
feared. which I
Mengu
respect.
himself don't even go to the Grove.
Someone called for me. Wonder why.
I will kill you, sir. I will kill your fucking face. Also, little bit of this guy's named Menge.
Thieving vermin to the confession
And
chamber.
Nilfgaard,
what's your
Sapkowski has
Is he some
straight up said
sorcerer's
that he was inspired by the German
Think that
invasion
gives you
of
the right
Poland
to
during
steal
World
their
War
property?
II with the Nilfgaardians.
Sorcerers,
Menge,
mages,
who
lords, are
performs
outlaws.
terrible
But by
experiments
law,
on people
the temple
in
guard
the
takes
Temple
possession
Isle,
of their belongings, and the rule of
Menge
law still
is
holds in
probably
no
based on Joseph Mengele, even though Sapkowski's not confirmed that. It's widely suspected amongst the fan base.
You
So
know
it
a
gives you
bat
even
can
more
sniff out a
reason
moth
to
a mile
hate and
away.
eventually stab him in the fucking face.
Got nothing to do with their sense of smell. It's about their hearing.
Well, well. Man knows his bats. Here I thought you only cared about monsters. And as bats sense moths, so I sense freaks.
I mean,
And
yes,
start
I
by
too would
warning them.
probably do that.
No
I'd be like,
regrets,
well,
no
I
place
guess
for
it's
your
murder
kind.
time, and then stab this asshole through the fucking face.
I haven't done anything wrong.
But you will.
Yep, that's
Sooner
literally
or later,
Geralt's
your
internal
sword always
monologue
causes
right
trouble.
this second as I'm
And the
looking
city's
dead at one
mine
right
to
the
protect.
fuck now. It's actually a big
Mine
part of The Witcher,
and the
honestly,
eternal
is that
fires.
Witchers
Nothing
kill
I can do to
monsters,
you now,
but a lot of
but just
humanity
know
strays
that I
over the
know
line
you're
into
here.
being monsters.
One
That's like a
misstep,
big fucking
one error,
part of the book.
You'll make
so,
a mistake,
yeah.
it's inevitable. I'll be
No,
the
I
first
will
to learn
totally
of it.
kill this
And
man,
when
and I will
do,
relish
it'll
every
be
second of it.
standard procedure. Like
17
for
plays
every
through.
magic
Stabbing him in the
oddity
fucking
who
face
dares
does
taint
not get
this
old.
city's air. Be seeing you.
I used the steel sword on him. So. Like Geralt once says, somebody asked him, so the silver's for monsters and the steel's for humans, and he said they're both for monsters. Also, classy-ass graffiti over here, of course, that you see. Because humans are basically all the same.
Herbs, roots, just turn to healing. Hairbrush. Only ever known Triss to use one like this.
Yeah, that is a good line. Geralt has some very excellent lines. Geralt's kind of a master of the short, snappy one-liner. And yeah, it's just, they're both for monsters is one fuck of a line.
Amulets are emanating magic. Gotta be Triss's. She was allergic to potions.
That is something I like that Sapkowski did too in the books, is that he brings up the fact that there are certain people who can't use certain magic or potions because they're allergic to them. And it's like, it's nice. I think it's maybe one of the only times in a book, like a fantasy book, I've seen, like, allergies to certain substances or foods or whatever even mentioned. And one of the main characters, Triss, she can't use potions because she's allergic to them.
Triss's. Never knew her to drop them on the floor. The rose of remembrance. All dried up.
Yeah, no, it's actually made a point of in the games. I think in Triss's case, it wasn't mentioned exactly what in them she was allergic to, but she was allergic to basically all potions. and especially healing potions, like something in normal healing potions. She was violently allergic to them, so she could not use them. So she had amulets that could do the same things, except not quite as well, but still better than nothing.
Oh, deepest apologies, Governor. Fetch some metal, wretch.
But yeah, it's one of the only times in fantasy literature I've seen allergies, like food allergies or stuff like that, reference. And I need to use the bathrooms and put some pee on, so I'll be right back. You taking off? Okay. I'm back. Yeah, that would be good. Okay. Now, honestly, the easiest way to do this is...
I was a war veteran. Spare me a crown.
I might have played this game a time or two, possibly, maybe. I know where everything
Arms for the poor.
You lame?
No chance. Both legs in perfect order. And me arms, look, like a windmill's wings. There. See me waving them? Looky here. Just look. In my mind, thorough addled.
Been like this long? Addled?
Since me mother birthed me. Here's where it's addled. There. Showing you with me finger. See that? Me indicating.
I gotta find the place they call the Putrid Grove.
I know it but won't say. I know it but won't say.
Why not?
Not allowed to say. I would tell you though, if you didn't push, weren't so insistent. If you like, come again. Might tell you then.
Guess your mind truly is addled.
Didn't I say so?
Spare a couple or two.
I never
it's
was
you
good
again.
at following
Another
the
chap, same as the first.
sneaking
My
along
mind's
behind the
thorough
thieves
addled,
and
but the rest of me's
pickpockets.
fit as a fiddle.
So, like I said, I'm looking for the Putrid Grove.
Second time round, your wish is my command. It's that away. There.
That away. Meaning where?
In Lace Halls. There's this alley, past the gate. Not at all putrid and not a grove. Fools call it that, but I know better.
And anyone can go there?
Of course. Unless he forgets to say the old sow's farrowed piglets might not let you in then. But that's easy enough to say. Listen. The old sow's farrowed piglets. See?
Thanks for your help.
Thank you, sir. Have a lovely day. Okay, yep, have a safe drive. Huh? What? Have fun. Farrowed. That's what you call it when a cow. Oh, when not a cow. Fuck's sake. That's what you call it when a pig gives birth. Is farrowing. Farrow. Farrow piglets. That's what it's called when a sow gives birth.
Take a look. What do you see?
Yellow eyes, pair of swords, mutated killer methods.
Heard this place was a meeting spot for oddities.
Heard right. Know the password, get him free. Don't know it, gotta contribute to the Grove's upkeep.
Old sows, farrowed piglets.
Ah. Welcome to the Grove, brother.
Ooh, and I leveled up.
See you out one eye, my lord.
That's a pay necklace. Where'd you get it?
It was lying in the street, so I took it.
They say you're the best. Would you mind demonstrating?
I love instantly I came over here because look at the cool windows they programmed into this game. Look at those cool, pretty windows.
I was thinking of a bit of enjoyment before they burn me at the stake.
Also because there's some shit I can steal over here. So, you know, that's always good. Not a whole lot of good things this playthrough, but that's all good. Yeah, it does look like they're made out of wine bottles. Like, just the bottoms. I love them. They're very cool, honestly. I'd have actual windows like that. Again, very important, a very, very important part of any Witcher playthrough. You take anything that isn't fucking nailed down.
Got a problem?
Ah, that's the way you come in through the sewers, that's right. Nothing in here really much to steal.
Lovely.
spare a copper or two?
So, how are things?
That's also just a good sense of, you know, it's
yes, high time.
It's a good way for if
Me
you're
and my men
a
will
poor
manage to
person
find,
who
without the help of
doesn't
you
necessarily
or
have a
any
lot of
other
access
mages,
to
but
glass.
you,
It'd be a
well,
fairly
without our help,
cheap, workable
you're
way to
sitting
get
ducks
some
for
light
a
in through the
temple guard.
through the house.
Who do I spy?
Geralt?
Hey, Triss.
See you two know each other. See you two know each other well. I was curious whether you'd managed to find me, Witcher.
Your spies tell you I was looking for the Putrid Grove?
My skull would be a home for bottom-feeding river fish if I didn't keep an ear to the ground. And please, Putrid Grove? Ugly name for our cozy little hideout, wouldn't you say?
Temple Guard tolerate your little operation?
Let's say they appreciate the value of a Novigrad
I respect
crown.
this man so much.
Manga doesn't seem like the
Oh,
type
I
that
bribe
can
him
be
like a
bought.
motherfucker.
Anyone can be
respect,
bought.
sir. I would also bribe
Right,
them
it's
like
true.
a motherfucker.
Manga had cost me a fortune.
Maybe kill them, but also bribe them like a
He's got
motherfucker.
officers, and they're mere mortals. Illnesses catch him at times. Other times, they want to catch a bit of diversion. See, Witcher? I've got plans. Big plans. Far-reaching plans to reshape this city head to toe.
Not much. I found the Putrid Grove. I stole everything that wasn't wasn't nailed down in the Putrid Grove, and now I'm talking to the King of Beggars and Triss.
Until recently, that is, when Radovid and his witch hunters took the reins. The semblance of power don't interest me.
A man with a vision.
One day, the so-called free city of Novigrad will be truly free. But before that can happen, we got to rid it of superstition, farting around about the hallowed essence of the eternal fire. Nonsense for kiddies.
Apparently not. Cheering crowd at the execution. Mostly adults.
Any crowd of rabble will cheer to the stench of burning flesh. But one day, folk will understand the eternal fire's naught but a leash around their necks.
Right? Fuck.
They call this place the Putrid Grove. But it's the rest of Novigrad that's putrefied. This here's the last bastion of normality, sanity, reason.
I like the King of Beggars. I consider him
I'm
a
actually
good
glad
dude doing
some
his
of my
best
news
in a
found
shit
its way to our city.
situation.
Because it will be our city one day, Geralt. Mark my words.
Yours, plural.
Yeah, mine. And me friends. But that's a tale for another time. For now, I'll leave you two alone. Because like I see, well,
Interestingly, a lot of people who played the games
Geralt,
maintain that like Triss is just a real sweetheart and everything.
I'll be
But
glad to tag along.
if you've read the books, you'll know that she's got ulterior motives, and she's not really so much in love with Geralt as she's in love with the idea of, you know, him, and considers
What's
it
your
kind of
arrangement?
exciting and taboo to
helping me to survive.
fuck her.
6
Like,
months ago, if somebody
she
said
and
Triss
Yen are
Merigold would be
friends,
working
but
for a Novigrad criminal, I'd never have believed it.
6 months ago, Triss Merigold partied with someone very dear to her.
she wants kind of what Yennefer. She's in love with the idea of it, if that makes any sense.
Madam Sorceress. Beautiful as ever.
And she had no compunctions about manipulating Geralt when he lost his memory to jump in his bed and all that. So, Triss is not quite the innocent, is a sweet, innocent
I take it you're a
girl
Novigrad
that a
on
lot of
important
the
business.
game fandom
Important
sees
doesn't
her
do
as,
it justice.
honestly.
I'm looking for someone.
More precisely,
Young woman who's like a daughter to me.
her. Here. No, impossible.
She was here. There are witnesses.
Sorceresses,
I was hoping you'd heard something.
yeah, they like to show off
here a
the
while.
assets.
I need you to help me find something, anything, a trace.
I'll do everything I can, of course. Who might know more?
That bodice is a hell of a thing, isn't it?
Hello, Klug. Managed to get those magic incense ingredients?
Yes, somewhat with difficulties, you might say. I was walking along the canal with a sack full of goodies for you. Looked up and spied a trio of temple guards coming the other way.
Get to the point, Klug. No time today for one of your long stories.
Wait! A sack full of magicalities and they were coming straight towards me. I don't easily frighten, but I felt a cold sweat on my arse, I did. I'm afraid I had no choice. I dropped the sack in the water. I had to. When asked why, I
the hilarious thing is she's got her hood up like she's like undercover and laying low and shit. And like Triss, literally everybody
I've got a contract.
knows exactly who you are. But yeah, I mean, she does have good taste and like
you expect me
aesthetics
to pay you, then
and stuff.
die
I'll
for
give
my
her
goods into
that.
that ice cold filth.
I can do that. Where'd you toss the package?
Near the crane. The second bridge in from the harbour.
I didn't expect such devotion.
Wanted to freshen up anyway. Let's go.
Stop. Hear that? They've come for us.
The fall didn't break until I began to prick his heels.
Every man's got his sensitive spots. Interrogated a mage once. Pain couldn't touch him. Tore off his fingernails, crushed his bollocks, nothing. Turned out, he was devilishly ticklish. I placed a beetle on his belly and set a mug atop it. Damn, you went mad.
We were lucky this
I mean,
time, but
that is kind of
you'd best
awful,
leave
but
via the sewers.
objectively that
The
is
trap
pretty
door's in the
clever.
front.
I'll give him
Take
that
care
much.
of yourself, Klug.
Yeah, honestly, I forget the name of the lady who played Triss in the show. But she did a great job. I'll give her that. And like some people were like, "Oh, I don't like her because I don't think she's pretty enough," and I'm like, "Are we looking at the same lady?" The fuck, people? It's not my fault that y'all have no fucking taste. I'll be right there, Triss. Again, I have to loot everything that isn't fucking nailed down in this house. Very important part of playing The Witcher 3. Steal everything you can get your grubby little hands on. It's very important. People always complain, "Oh, you can't, I have trouble making enough money and stuff in this game." I'm like, that's because you're not stealing enough shit out of literally every house that you can get into, people. Come on. Exactly, like, come on, we've been playing video games for a long time now, and y'all haven't learned to steal everything that isn't fucking nailed down? The fuck?
Should have run.
There's a draft. Should be an exit. Klug wouldn't have sent us there. Must be a lever on this wall that'll open a secret passage.
It's the monkey
Free
want
City
to
of
hoard
Nova
shiny
Land.
shit
Name
impulse.
actually used to mean something.
The very reason so many mages came here after the massacre at Loch Ween. Thought they'd be safe from Radovid's reapers. Instead, they jumped out of the frying pan into the fire. But Novigrad stands on top of a mountain of coin, and winning a war takes three things. Coin,
Exactly,
coin,
crow
and
instinct.
even more
Very good.
coin. That's why they're exterminating mages, confiscating their property and possessions. And they'll go after...
And there it is, Triss is right.
Judging by what Klug said, the parcel should be around here on the bottom. Unless the poor man was mistaken. He's been forgetful ever since Manga interrogated him. Seems to be suffering from a persecution complex, too.
Current must have carried the sack seaward. I'll swim towards the port. Coming with?
Maybe some other time.
Don't know what you're missing. Water's thick with pungent oils.
Careful, you sarcastic shit. See, you get it. You get it. Go into every place and steal all the things with your little magpie hand.
Find the parcel? Or did you get wet for no reason?
Nothing like a refreshing swim in a filthy canal. Found a few fish, a rusty anchor, the carcass of a boat. Oh, and this.
Oh, my package. Hope the contents aren't soaked through. Oh, you're a doll.
I think I am going to save it there because I should go do some dishes.
Still remember my elements? How I use them?
Come on. 6 months isn't that long. It's not like I'm senile.
But you do have a history of amnesia.
I've recovered my memory completely.
Good. That should stop people from taking advantage of you.
Someone's been taking advantage of me.
I have, for one.
I've never even intimated.
We need to hurry.
Yeah, you did, Triss. It's true. Actually, so it's mentioned that Geralt and the other Witchers, they cultivate, Geralt purposefully cultivated a Rivian accent, so he sounded like he was from somewhere else, because it worked to his advantage in bargaining for prices. So that's actually, they chose American for the accent that the Witchers use, because that's actually a thing that they were taught in Witcher schools, to, if they sound slightly like they're from far away. Oh, Triss's? Yeah, that's a fair point. But I'm gonna leave it there for today, and you all guys and gals and other have a great day. And I'll see you next time. Oops.